question. Here's a one-day only price. Let me remind you, just in case you're new to QVC, like our next guest is, she's at least first time on the air with me, and I'm anxious to introduce her to all of you. She has handpicked for us, and she travels the country as a garden expert. It has been her life. She is the author of many, many books. She's a blogger. She is a garden expert extraordinaire, and we're very lucky to have her here today. She has created the Radius set of 2 Transplanter and Scooper. They come together at a one-day only price, not $22, but hey, I'll take a lesser price, $18.16. So it's ergonomic. It's going to save you money. You buy these babies one time, and I can stand here with you and say you will never find these at a better price for at least the next 6 months, if ever. So here are your colors, just really, really quickly, so that you know what you're shopping for, and you can get on the line. Here's the orange, and don't you love, and look at the handles, the size, all good. Here's green, here's red, here's yellow, and here's blue. And you will get, voila, one, and then you will get your Transplanter. So, Shauna is with us.
I am.
Shauna,
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me. So nice to be here.
You can come back anytime. We are just thrilled to have someone like you with us. Thank you so much.
One of the wonderful things about these tools is that it's all one piece. So sometimes tools are assembled with multiple pieces.
Yes.
They break in the garden when you're digging. I have heavy clay soil.
That's why we have to keep buying them.
Exactly, exactly. So this is a tool with a lifetime guarantee. So both of these, lifetime guarantee.
And it really does have a limited lifetime manufacturer's warranty on this. So you will always own these. If you're gifting them, you will always own these. Let's start with this incredible scooper, because this baby is huge.
It's really big, and here's why you want it to be big. So when you go to Scoop Soil, we're doing a comparison here. Look at how much more you get here. And look at this one. Now, look at what else is happening with my wrist there. This is an ergonomic tool. This one is like a handshake. It feels so good. And this one, it's a little twisty, it's a little angled.
How long do you think you're going to be able to do that? And how messy is this project going to be? It just makes it frustrating.
Yes.
Look, can I just do something? Look at the difference. It's like baby. It's a baby tool compared to this one.
And you need the tool because you need this edge.
So talk to me about that edge, because that keeps everything from just
tipping
falling
out.
all over.
Exactly. When you use a traditional one, it's more likely if you tip a little bit to fall right out. And this holds it right in. Now there's a secret about this tool, and I'm really excited. And by the way, this is a good 13 inches of material, and what you can do with this cutter on the edge is use it to cut open your bags. And look at that, I opened it right up.
Bravo,
and of course then you can shovel easily.
And look how many, if I was standing out here, you know I would be doing this, and I'd be doing that, and then I'd have to stop, or then I would rip the bag in the center, and then then I couldn't close it back up. And if you and I had a contest, and I was using this and you were using that, you would definitely win.
I want that.
Yeah. Well, you're our guest, so I'll be kind.
I also have osteoarthritis. I have severe osteoarthritis.
I'm sorry.
Well, hey, it is what it is, and so using the proper tools, really absolutely critical, and ergonomic tools are fabulous.
I have to tell you, this is super, super popular, and why not? We're getting professional tools that professional garden experts use. Orange, 2 in green, the pink, the yellow, the blue. Buy them now. You're never going to see these at a better price for the next 6 months. And they have a lifetime warranty. So here's that dream shovel that we've always wanted, and our hands in the right way so we're not fatigued. Talk to what we're seeing there.
You're looking at my heavy clay soil. That's me in the garden. And what I'm doing is using this transplanter to dig up a very small border perennial. And now look how it cuts right through that. Why you need this transplanter is for projects like that. When you're cutting into herbs, for instance, and herbs are so popular, I grow them all along the edge of my sidewalk because they smell so delicious, right?
That must be nice,
so you absolutely need something easy to cut into. When you use a giant shovel, what does it do? gets dirt and soil
Yeah.
all over the place. And when you use this transplanter, it's just the right size. Now, what you just saw was I was digging old material out of a container garden. So halfway through the year, you have a container.
Right.
Use this guy to fix it up. It works so easy.
And it's long and thin, so you can get into that container and be able to, you know, take out something that's dead. You can go ahead, and I love, Shauna, when we were talking earlier, and you will find that I will pick your brain every time. You'll be like, oh no, here she comes. But we were talking about like daylilies and about succulents, and you were saying you save yourself money by being able to divide them.
You do.
And that's exactly what this does. It gives you just the right angle so that you can go ahead and divide them. But there is more.
There is more, and here's my favorite trick.
Yeah. Do you
Here's
see
a
that?
pea seeds. There's some measurement on here. What I like to do is lay this down next to my planting zone, and then you put a
Oh, look at
pea,
you.
and you can measure it
Okay.
on out. You can do it. Let's do it
perfect.
again.
Okay.
And then, oopsie, then you get an exact measurement.
So I'm not guesstimating on
Exactly.
how
So you know
far they
exactly
are.
how far apart they are. And then, of course, there's always digging a hole, but to plant your bulbs.
Right.
So you get down a certain depth. Little bulbs only need a couple inches.
Right, so I see in my Robertas, they get my Roberta's daylilies or something, and I read that it, and I'm making this up, that it should go down 1 inch or 2 inches. This will help me.
It will measure.
Okay.
Now, if you can't grasp a tool, pushing this into the soil is easier. You can do it without grasping,
that.
and you
Here,
can
wait,
do
do that.
it, if you can see, just by using the flat of your hand. And it allows you to push it deep, actually, even in my clay soil, which is very heavy.
So it kind of gives you extra power.
It does.
Than the old-fashioned tools that we were trying to make work. I mean, look at how, take a look at how ergonomic. This is also rubberized. So with good garden gloves on and this, you'll be able to work longer. You'll find that you won't come in. Do you ever come in from gardening and you're like, what is going on with my wrists are killing me? Or you have to stop maybe and you can't do what you enjoy. These are the ultimate gift for a gardener, without a doubt. And they're not going to be priced this good at Father's Day. They're not going to be priced this good at Mother's Day. And they're not going to be priced this good at least for the next 6 months. So 2,000 of you have already dialed in. Green, fewer than 400 remain. Here's red, here's yellow, here's blue, there's your orange. You get both. You're not choosing. And in fact, I will tell you that there's a comparable retailer. The Transplanter alone sells for $10. And I would think that was probably on a good day.
The orange color is my color, because I told you I'm a loser in the garden. I have to find my tools. Bright colors are best. It really works.
I think so too, because you're tired by the time you're done. If it's a good day, on a good day, you're tired. Do you mind if we go ahead, Shauna, and invite Marianne to join us?
Absolutely.
Okay. Hi, Marianne.
How are you today?
We're having fun. I hope that you're enjoying it.
Oh, yes, I'm really excited about these shovels.
Isn't this great?
Oh, it's wonderful. I do a lot of gardening, and I haul these big sacks of soil around, and I use my little bitty shovel to scoop them in and out of the pots. Now there's a great big shovel in this set.
Marianne, I am so with you. When I looked at this shovel, you know that big bag of dirt we bought to save money?
Yes.
And then you get it out there and you flop it on the ground, and you can't, you either have to have scissors with you or something that you can cut a hole or the end off, or you rip it like that and it's all over. Where this, you can use the side of your shovel and cut that, and then less shoveling for us.
I'm very excited about this because I've looked for a bigger shovel, hand shovel like that for a long time now, and every shovel that I have in the toolbox is going to the trash tomorrow or whenever I get this shovel.
Well, and it's an unlimited guarantee. That is such a good deal. It'll last forever. You can't beat it.
You're going to make good use of this, Marianne. Which color, by the way, did you like?
I got yellow because I'm notorious for leaving tools in the middle of the yard. I can see yellow.
Me too. Me too. You and me
I was
both.
thinking about the yellow. The worst is when you're tired and you're like, I have no idea what I did with that.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's great. Well, thank you so much, Marianne, for watching. We're both thrilled. And we're going to see if we can have Shauna bring us many more of her brilliant ideas, including her books maybe in the future.
Oh, next time.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Marianne.
So I like that you're getting 2 tools,
Yeah.
not just one. So for the price, and the price is so reasonable, you're getting 2.
Yeah, and they're professional tools. If the Goldilocks was here right now, she'd go just right. And a lifetime warranty. About 3,000 of you have already dialed in. If you want the green, 200, and then they're completely gone.
Oh, no.
Blue is starting to get very limited. I'm with our last caller. Yellow is what I would get. Here's the red and then the orange. You tell us you get 2 tools for $18 and change. Shauna, are we going to see you later on today?
This is my last segment.
Is this
I'm
it?
going to miss you. I'm going to miss you,
I loved
everyone
it.
here.
Thank you so
Thanks
much
for
for
having
coming.
me. And dial in quick while they're still around.
And you're welcome to come anytime. So let's talk about the today's special value. I wish I could have captured my mother this morning when I called her on my way to work at like 8 o'clock because I don't want to wake her up too early.